your stuff, even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The Talk of Chicago is 1690 WVON Berwyn, Chicago.
It's time for Black Houses Matter with Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Yeah, it's Pappas, Maria Pappas, yeah, Cook County Treasurer. And my buddy here, Pastor Harrell. Hello, he's all dressed up in red. He's going to talk really loud into the mic today so we can catch him up on Facebook, all dressed up in red. And I think to myself, yeah, what a wonderful world. Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, Sisters Day, Brothers Day, Aunts Day, Mother's Day. I see blue. Yeah, what is it with all these days every time I turn around? Like Hallmark cards are making a fortune. They come up with a day. Sacred night. Harrell's still singing. He's got a great voice. He's a pastoring. What a wonderful world. Yeah. I got my buddy here today, Pastor Harrell. Yeah, I adore him and his Black Men United group. Hey. I was out on Saturday at Reverend Johnny Miller's Center. Tell us a little bit about it, Harrell.
That's right. We were out at the great JLM Center on the west side of Chicago. My mentor, friend, and brother, Pastor Johnny Miller, allowed us to have a celebration. We had a celebration for during the pandemic. This small church asked me to come and help them out. When I got there, it was 5 people, and now we're looking at about 205 in less than a year. And so they wanted to celebrate. And so I appreciate them wanting to celebrate this Pastor Appreciation Day for me and my lovely wife. And so I just want to say thank you to New Hope Baptist Church at 4255 West Division in Chicago.
And I want to tell you something. There was a sweet table. They had potato chips with Harrell and his wife's picture on it. It was like, seriously? I couldn't believe it. I'm going to do that for a party. I'm going to put me and my dog on the front of the potato chip bag. Yes.
That's right. And I stood by those chips and I threatened them. I said, don't open up these chips.
That's souvenir. And guess what? You should have seen. Who did that dessert table?
The team did it. Dion and her team from the church, they did the dessert table. They did everything.
They did. Let me tell you what was on this dessert table. First of all, there were pretzels with blue icing and like little stars on them. There were Rice Krispies covered with white chocolate, and the stick was a diamond stick. They must have gotten it at a cake store. There was silver and blue bubble gum. I ate the silver bubble gum. I don't like blue dye. All right. There was apple cobbler in these little adorable plastic cups. There were strawberries, white and blue, with the most amazing little blue flowers on it. So give it up for, what's the name of the church again?
It's New Hope Baptist Church.
For the ladies
Those
at New Hope
ladies
Baptist.
are awesome.
Yeah.
Women kings.
Women kings, yeah. And let me tell you something. I got some mighty fine pictures of some mighty fine hats, right. You should see, I'm going to post them on Facebook today. There was a lady there that had a pink hat on. She listens to WVON every Monday at 11:30. Lady with the pink hat. I didn't get your name, but thanks for listening to WVON. Lots of people are listening. Get this. The ad says 140 million. We're at 155 million.
Wow.
$921,245 to the African American community.
Yes.
Yeah, give it up, Titus. Make some noise. Make some noise. Call 773-591-1690. Call right now. We have my superstar, Sean Johnson, is picking up the phone calls for us today. So call in. He's a superstar. He knows how to run your info quickly. And if he gets it done right, we will announce on the air what it is that we think we need to do to help you get your money back. Now, the big question of the hour, the huge question of the hour. Every place I go, when's the due date? When's the due date? The due date was August. When's the due date? Nobody knows when the due date is because most people don't read the newspapers and don't listen to television because it's been said 100 times that we don't know when the due date is. I'm going to give you a hint. I think that due date's going to be December 30th, which means you should be getting your bill on or around December 1st, but we don't know when the due date is because we don't have any figures. We don't have any numbers to plug into a blank bill. See, I'm holding up a blank bill here. We don't have the numbers yet from the offices above us, and it's got to go through 3 or more steps before we get it, and as soon as we get it, we're going to come on WVON and make an announcement. This is the due date, and we're hoping it's before December, the end of December, so that you can get your deductions. It is Columbus Day, and Harrell's got his red flagged outfit on for Columbus Day.
That's in honor of Columbus Day.
That's in honor of Columbus.
That's right.
1492, he discovered America, and it is also Indigenous Peoples Day. Tune in to Facebook Live and call 773-591-1690. You are going to be able to talk to Sean Johnson, who's here answering calls, but you want to tune into Facebook Live because it is fall. It is squash time. Perry Small's got all kinds of squash here and weird looking autumn leaves hanging around this studio, but you know what I got? I don't want to give it up. I got my ice cream cone jacket on, front and back. Now look at this. Ice cream cone, yeah?
Nice.
I got my ice cream cone jacket on because I'm in denial about the hot weather ending. I am in denial. So tune in every week to see what Pappas is wearing because she loves weirdo jackets. St. Sabina is open to you tomorrow morning. Okay?
And the treasurer has our microphones outfitted with pink in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month to all of our super sisters and queens who are battling this disease. Those who have overcome it, we just want you to know that we're standing in the gaps with you and for you. God bless you all.
Yeah, that is a treacherous disease. You know, I used to, you all know because you're listening to me on this program a lot, right? That I just had a couple of knee replacements last year. You know, one of the reasons I had them, I did 4 60-mile breast cancer walks,
Yeah.
and I did 5 40-mile walks.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
I
Awesome.
did. I even went to Atlanta and did one. You know what? By the time it was over, I had no cartilage in my knees,
Right.
but I had fun walking.
That's right.
I was walking with my pink bra tops on and carrying
Yeah.
on like a banshee at all of the
Wow.
places where they have water and food. That is one of the most interesting charities you'll ever get involved in because you are walking with people who are either holding the signs of someone who has passed or you are walking for a cause and donating money for research.
Yes.
So, I mean, I
Kudos.
that is like my favorite charity. And I'm going to tell you something. As soon as I get both these knees fully back, guess what I'm going to do?
You're back walking.
I am back on the walk.
That's
I am
right.
back
I'm
on the walk.
walking with you.
Will you?
I walk with you.
Okay, that's a deal. I'm trying to get back up. WVON, I want you to hold me to this, okay? I am up to 10 miles on the bike and 6 miles on the elliptical. I am on the elliptical and I'm trying to get to 20. When I get to 20, we're going to have a big announcement. I also want all my WVON people to know that the first Friday of December, we are having our Christmas party at 5 o'clock in the office. I want every WVON listener there. We are going to have music and food and fun and singing. So come one, come all.
It's a wonderful time.
It is a great time. Yeah, Samantha Chapman gets up and who's my guy? Isaac, the choir director, comes and they get up on the counter and they sing and shout. I play the piano. We all sing Joy to the World. We need some joy in this world. We have Harriet Young. Harriet Young is on the line right now. I hope we didn't lose her. Harriet, are you on?
Yes,
Hi, Harriet. How are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm always good. Man, you're like the best caller in the world because you got a whole lot of money here. Woo! This is amazing. Tell us how you found out about Black Houses Matter.
I was listening to something on a newscast, and I called in.
So you were listening to
And
the
then-
Channel 7 show, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called in, and someone called me back and sent me some forms to fill out, and I did.
Uh-huh.
So
Do you
I did
remember
get a
who it was?
refund. No, I don't. I did receive a refund, but my taxes is being paid by my mortgage company, so I didn't forward them the check.
Well, you don't have to forward them the check. That money is yours. That money is yours. So
But then they tried to raise my mortgage, saying that I had an escrow shortage.
they're
so
doing,
that
you know
would not
what?
work for
Hello,
me.
mortgage companies, stop that. Stop tyrannizing people in Cook County and raising and sending them letters that their escrows are going up when you don't even know what the amount is on the bill. You are terrorizing teachers and people who are disadvantaged. This is wrong. The mortgage companies should be stopped from doing that. They should not send out letters terrorizing people about increasing their escrows without knowing how much the bill is going to be. That is just simply wrong. And every day we are fighting with them and telling them, stop driving people nuts. It's just wrong. So, Harriet, our office sent you the forms. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you were missing homeowner and senior exemptions.
That is correct.
And you found that out in December of 21, right?
Yes.
And how much money did you get back?
$3,400.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
that's a whole lot.
That's a lot of money.
Tell us what happened when you got the check in the mail.
Well, because my daughter told me automatically, because you don't pay your taxes, you need to send it to the mortgage company. But I didn't. So last month, I received a letter from the mortgage company telling me that my mortgage was going to go up 4 times more than what I was paying. So I called them, and, they told me about the tax escrow. And so I said, no. So I called Cook County, and, they said that I was exempt, that I had homeowners and senior.
Okay, listen
So
up. Just stop there. Listen, WVON listeners, listen to this. You get a refund because you didn't get your homeowners and your senior exemptions. The mortgage company doesn't know that, so they send you a letter saying your taxes are going up, when in fact you're this poor, innocent senior citizen who did not know that they had senior and homeowner exemptions coming. Let's hold on here just a second. Harrell's going to tell you what a homeowner's exemption is, and you don't have to be 65.
Yeah, homeowner exemption is when you've been living into the property for 1 year, 12 months,
Exactly, and it can be any age.
any age.
Yeah. And what is a senior exemption?
Senior exemption is when you're 65 or older. 65 or older, you get your senior exemption. Senior freeze is when you're 65 and older and you make less than $65,000 a year.
Hey, Harriet,
Yes,
are you retired?
yes.
Are you making under 65?
Well, no, because the first year when I moved here, I was, but then I had done a little part-time work at home, so I think I was under that. So then they gave me the senior exemption, but I was not frozen, I don't think.
What
I'm
about
not
now?
sure
What
about
about
that.
this year? How are you this year?
I'm not frozen. But when I spoke with the assessor no longer than last week, they told the mortgage company that they did charge more because they didn't get my information until later. But they still said, even after I sent the for $100. They still said I was a shortage, so I'm just waiting because they said that November taxes were going to come out, and then it should be zero. And at that time, I guess I'll be sent a refund again, but I have to send that to them because I cannot pay that high mortgage that they're trying to make me pay.
Right.
And they're saying I have a shortage.
Yeah. Did you send them the money?
I sent them the $400.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't talk to me because they're going to have to refund that to you. They're going to have to give that back to you because you've already reduced your bill because of your homeowner and your senior exemption. WVON listeners, listen up. If you're getting exemptions and we're helping you with it and you get a check, don't forward the check to the mortgage company. Do not do that. That is your money. And they've got to take responsibility for not telling people that their taxes are going up and they've got to increase they're terrorizing everybody
Yeah,
everywhere.
Man, oh man.
Huh? We're just getting calls and calls and calls. So, Harriet, you're going to get that money back. You'll probably get it back sometime after the due date, which we think is going to be December 30th. We're not sure yet. But when you get it back and it's in your bank and in your pocket, what do you intend to do with it?
Just hold on to it for a rainy day. I mean, the economy is through the roof right now, so you just never know.
How is this economy, other than your property taxes, affecting you?
Oh, it's affecting groceries and.
Like, give me an example.
Well, I mean, a loaf of bread is $3. So, I mean, everything, essentials, paper towels, tissues, everything is way more than it was before the pandemic. And, anytime you call for any kind of repairs, they're telling you because of the pandemic, it's more now. It's more now. So it's just, a lot going on. And, what can you do?
I've got people who work for me and have 2 and 3 kids, and you know what they tell me? Trish, I used to buy 2 bags of groceries. Now, for the same amount of money, I'm coming home with 1.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Huh? For sure?
For sure, yeah.
You drive a car?
I have a car, but I don't go out often unless I have doctor's appointments or something.
Yeah, because you
So
don't want
to.
The gas is exorbitant.
Astronomical too. Yeah.
So what's happening is with all these prices going up, we got a whole lot of people who are staying home and eating less, huh? What do you think, Harrell?
Yeah, man. I just think that we're dealing with some unprecedented times, and the one thing I like about the African American community is that we just know how to adapt. No matter what cards are dealt to us, we play the hands that are dealt with to us. So
Pretty much.
yeah, Miss Harriet, I understand exactly what you're going through because I have so many parishioners that are facing the same problems, the plights and predicaments. And so what do? The only thing you can do is to buckle down. And like you said, when you get this check, you save it for a rainy day. But where we come from, it's always raining, right?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you how much it was raining. Do you know what he had to eat at this banquet on Saturday? There was regular chicken, there was fried chicken, there was macaroni and cheese, there were green beans, there was this huge dessert table, there were yams. You didn't look like you were hurting for anything on Saturday. I'm telling you, people just attacked that table. They were taking stuff home.
Yes, and it was donated by MacArthur's on the west side. So MacArthur's, thank you.
Hey, MacArthur's, thanks for feeding Harrell and all his parishioners.
Thank you, man.
That was so good. The guy driving me got a plate too. He said he'd never eaten fried chicken like that in his life. Hey, Bob, did you save any for the next day?
Right.
Yeah. So Harriet, it's about saving for a rainy day. Am I correct?
That's true.
Uh-huh. Where did you work when you were working?
I worked for an out-of-town consulting office here on my computer.
So you were a work-from-home lady?
Yes.
For how many years?
2.
And before that?
I was retired.
Oh, so you came...
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
I'm 74.
Well, so am I. I'm still working.
Yeah, right.
Before you took on that part-time job and retired, what were you doing before that?
I'm sorry.
Before you took on the part-time job for a couple of years, you had been retired. What were you doing before you retired?
Not too much of anything. I did a little traveling, and I lost my spouse in 2017. So I wasn't really doing very much anything, and it was very, very hard trying to adapt to one salary, and the salary was just Social Security. So that's why I took that job. And, it is what it is.
Do you have any kids?
Adults.
Well, good. They're not asking you for any money then, right?
Well, yes and no. My true adult children don't, but I have another granddaughter that kind of depends on me a little bit. She's away at school, though. She's at the University of Iowa.
Oh, good.
Isn't it amazing? Even when you don't have kids, you end up finding one.
Yeah,
How'd you
true.
find this granddaughter who's in Iowa?
She has never been lost. She's going to school there. She originally lived with me.
Yeah.
So
no,
you're
I didn't find
investing.
her.
You're investing in her future.
Absolutely.
Where's her mom?
Her mom's around, and I don't really want to go into the details because we're on the radio, and I don't know who's listening to what. So no.
Okay, so let me say this. Harriet Young is a 74-year-old lady who knows that times are hard, and she is trying to make all her payments. She unfortunately lost her husband, and that was very tragic for her because she had to go back out and get into the workforce. But with all that hardship and the cost of groceries going up and the cost of gas going up and the cost of repairs going up, she found it within her heart to take care of and have a granddaughter live with her, and she's now helping to pay her way through school at Iowa State University. So how is that for a lady who's investing in generational wealth? I'm going to give it up. Let's give it up for you, Harriet.
That's right.
I wish I had a grandma like you. I had to pay for my own school. They threw me out of the house. Can I come live with you?
Sure.
You know what? I really want you to come to my Christmas party the first Friday of December at 5 o'clock. You think you can make your way downtown?
I doubt it. No. No.
That's another thing. You see how cautious people are? I mean, people just don't want to go out. They don't want to go out into the neighborhood. It's not just the gas. They're afraid of going out, huh? You ever afraid to go out at night?
Yes. I don't generally go out at night.
Yeah, a whole lot of people I talk to. What about you, Harrell? A lot of people they go out at night?
No, they're afraid to go out at night.
How's come?
They're afraid because of the violence that are in our communities. They're just afraid of the pandemic. The pandemic has mentally imprisoned a lot of the elders in our community. Their whole mindset has changed. So mental health is real. As we honor and celebrate this Mental Health Month, it is real.
It's real because people are living now in a fear-based society.
Oh, yeah.
Afraid to go out, afraid of getting COVID, afraid of getting shot, afraid.
Yeah.
Which brings me to another subject. You go out to a lot of churches now, and they're not as full because people are afraid to go to church, and so they're watching them online. WVON listeners, you got a church? We will talk to you, your church, online any Sunday that you want. We will talk to you any Sunday that you want online. So call 312-443-5100, 312-443-5100. That is the office phone. Mahalia Nick will be there tomorrow. Today's a county holiday off. Titus is cutting us off. Harriet, God bless you. You're the kind of grandma that we need. We need more grandmas like you. God bless you. And we're signing off for today. We didn't get to any of the good news. Get to St. Sabina tomorrow morning between 9 and 4, and we will handle your exemption problems. If you don't get through to 773-591-1690, that is WVON Radio, you can call my office tomorrow. Don't come downtown. Do not come downtown. We can help you do this. If you're disabled, we will send Manny and Bob and and Pat out to the house and Billy to help you fill out the forms. You can call 312-443, and I think to myself, 5100. All right, guys.
155 million to the African American community, 77 million to the Hispanic community.
We're killing it.
And we'll be with them on Seseda this Saturday from 11 to 1, 28th Street in North Lawndale.
I'll be there. What time?
11 o'clock.
I'll be there at 11 o'clock on Saturday with the Hispanic community. Black Men United. We're going to tell you more about that next week. Saying, I love you. WVON listeners, I love you. And Titus, you're all right. You make good noises while we're on this station. Man, give it up for Titus. He knows how to make real noises. Titus is pretty good looking. He's not married. If you don't have anything to do, come down to WVON later. I'll set you up with him. Good looking.
And I'll marry you.
Yeah. We'll marry him in the county office, upstairs in my office. Yeah. I love you guys. We'll see you next Monday at 11:30. Yeah, hoo-ha.
The Talk of Chicago and the voice of the nation is 1690 WVON, Berwyn, Chicago.
I'm Alexandria Ikamoni.
And I'm Ree Harris on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
President Biden says Russian President Vladimir Putin